event being held here at the Mojave Airport and Spaceport is what's called Plane Crazy. And that is where private pilots bring in a lot of their planes to show them off. And this hangar filled with all kinds of stuff. Old planes, new planes. Along the flight line here, some very originally decorated private planes are on display today. And as we keep coming around, we see taking off here, this tow unit says Virgin Galactic here, pulling this big dolly here, probably take out, one would imagine, one of the experimental aircraft here. But off in the distance, you can see all these planes waiting to be leased and flown. According to Mr. Johnson, Tropico Gymnasium, home of the Eagles, will be ready on the 24th for occupancy very early in October. It'll be a great day for Tropico Middle School and also for all of Rosamond, because it's going to be used for adult activities, basketball leagues and things like that. So this is the inside of Affordable Dreams' new house up here on Rosamond Boulevard across from the high school. And already they have paintings up on the wall, just about all done. Painting along the front side for Affordable Dreams really look nice.
Sempra Generations team has just been bowled over by the welcome that they've received in this community, and I think that comes in large part because of what the district has done. Certainly many of you are familiar. Over the last 6 months or so, we've been working with Sempra in terms of development of a solar energy project located on 960 acres out on the west side of Rosamond, between 140th and 150th West. It's one of those things that I consider to be one of the perfect pieces of land for this particular project, mostly because of the fact that our neighbor will be the water bank, and allows us to have a good working relationship in terms of working through our needs from a standpoint of hooking up to the transmission line that runs just to the west of the water bank. And we appreciate all of the staff's help in terms of facilitating that process and allowing Sempra's project to progress to the point where we are in the process of moving forward with getting approval from Kern County's Planning Commission, followed by the Board of Supervisors coming up this next month.
My name is Cato. I'm with Caldwell, Flores, Winters. We're a financial advisory firm that works statewide and has quite a significant amount of local experience working with the Southern Kern Unified School District on both of its general obligation bonds, and also with other school districts throughout the Antelope Valley and Kern County and other local governmental agencies in helping them implement whether it's a facilities program or some sort of a revenue program such as a parcel tax. We are here to discuss with you the steps and the process for potentially forming a maintenance assessment district. Tonight is not a night to say whether or not we're going to be moving forward, but simply a night for information so that you can have some more information about the process and what might be involved should the district choose to move forward with implementation.
My name is Scott Koppel with the firm Koppel and Gruber Public Finance, and we assist agencies throughout the state with the formation of special districts, including maintenance assessment districts, and also with placing special assessments and taxes on the county tax rolls. You have two main options. One would be a community facilities district, otherwise known as a Mello-Roos district, or what's referred to as a maintenance assessment district. And I'll briefly explain a little bit about each before we go into more detail on the maintenance assessment district. With a community facility district, one of the advantages of that is you're able to fund the installation of improvements to your parks and recreation programs and maintenance. So you could put in a new pool, let's say if you wanted, or a new gymnasium, or that type of things. And as CFD, well, that's the acronym for Community Facilities District, can also fund the maintenance of that. One of the major advantages, and I'll get into this in more detail when we talk about the maintenance district, is you don't have to find a special benefit to properties related to the improvements that you're contemplating. In order to get a community facilities district to pass, is you need 2/3 approval, so 66.7%. And with a maintenance assessment district, you're able to fund the installation of improvements and the maintenance, which is one of your goals. But one of the things that makes it a little bit more difficult is that in order to place an assessment on properties within the boundaries of the district, is we have to show that there's a special benefit that those properties are receiving. Okay? And that can get a little tricky at times, especially depending on how large a district we end up with. One way to combat that or to work with that is to create zones of benefit. So let's say you have improvements in one area of your district. We would probably have parcels closest to that area that would be in one zone and have a certain rate. And as parcels get farther and farther away from that, they would be in different zones and probably have a lesser rate. And with some of the new rules and requirements on forming these special districts, special or maintenance assessment district, that's something that I would highly recommend that we look at for this particular project. A ballot is mailed to the property owners. And it's only mailed to the property owners that are going to be assessed within this maintenance district being formed. The way that you determine if it passes or not is based on the ballots that are returned. So once again, it's only the people that get the ballot and return it are deciding the fate for everybody within the boundaries of the district. One of the advantages of a maintenance assessment district versus the CFD is you only need a simple majority in order for it to pass. But that's based or weighted on dollar amount.
All right, this is Dylan Engel from the cross country team. Dylan, how did you like the race yesterday?
Well, I think we did really good. We went out there and tried our best, and that's all we could do, I guess. We went out there and got first, and we did really good.
So how many years have you been doing cross country, Dylan?
This is my first year, and hopefully I'll be doing it again next year.
All right. How do you like it so far?
It's pretty cool. It's really hard, but it's worth it, and it's a lot of good exercise.
And what's your favorite part about cross country, Dylan?
My favorite part is when everybody acts like a family and they all treat each other with respect. That's my favorite part.
So how do you think the next race will be?
I think we're going to do really good as long as we just go out there and just like what we're doing and have some fun.
Okay, so this is DJ Bermia from the 2010-2011 cross country season. Hi DJ, how many years have you done cross country?
Well, I've been in cross country for 1 year. I actually started in the summer, and I've been running with them for 3 months.
What do you look forward to the most during a race?
During a race, it would have to be the very end of the race when I sprint past the finish line as hard as I can, and I glance up to see my time. That's like the best feeling in the world when you can see a good time. I get like a time that you hoped you would get, and it's just like the best.
Do you have any goals for this year?
Yeah, well, when I first started out running, I was just running to get in shape, but now that I have a chance for varsity, that's one of my goals by the end of the season, is to run on varsity.
Hi Irvin, would you like to tell us how many years you've been running?
I've been running for 1.5 years now, and it's been wonderful.
Okay Irvin, and what are your goals for this year in cross country?
My goals for this year for cross country as my final year, senior year, is to take my team to state and have fun.
How has cross country changed the way you see high school?
Well, before cross country, I didn't used to do anything, but then I joined, and my athletic ability of running has been amazing. And I didn't know I had that talent, but now I've improved in my physically and mentally.
Hi, Ms. Moshier. Tell us about the transition from Tropico to the high school.
The transition has been amazing. I love the high school kids. Love the different high kids. The high school kids, and it's been very smooth.
How do you feel about being the vice principal?
I love